I just got finished watching season 2, episode 10, 4 p.m. And my God, Robbie is working hard to make me not like him. He's one of my favorite characters, so this is like really bothering me. But the way he's treating Samira is getting to me because he and her, they both have a lot in common, in my opinion, and that's at first why I was excusing his behavior last season. Like he was calling her names, like slow mo, because she's spending too much time with her patients because she cares. Um, it's why I excused his behavior before, but now he's getting excessive in his treatment of her, and it's ridiculous. So Samira is going through some emotional issues with her mom. I think her mom is planning to move away or something like that, selling their home after her father has died. So obviously this is something weighing on her, and then she has to come and work in the ER with all these patients that she feels deeply for, just like Robby. They both take on a lot of the emotions from work and they feel their failures very deeply. And you would think he would understand and console her, but instead, and I knew I should not have expected much from him, instead, he judges her and, in fact, yells at her for having a panic attack. What's sad is she didn't even realize she was having a panic attack. I knew immediately she was not having a medical emergency. I was like, dang, like it's catching up with her. But it was so bad. She thought she was having a heart attack or something. All her coworkers rushed to help her. And Robby comes in to assess her and he's like, are you serious? You're wasting our time with this? Get your shit together.
I don't know. I just got really hot and I started having trouble breathing.
We should send up some labs just to be safe. Any chance you're pregnant?
Not sure I feel comfortable answering that. No.
She was tacky, but it's resolved now. Have you eaten anything?
Yeah?
You staying hydrated?
100%. I'm doing everything right. It's everything around me that's all fucked up. It's just my mom moving and calling me over and over again, and now me scrambling to find a job next year. I had it all planned out, and now everything's just out the window.
Wait a minute. Is this a panic attack because of your mommy issues?
What? No.
Jesus. Do you need to go home? You should go home.
No, I'm fine.
I don't need the fucking liability. Go home.
I was so disappointed in him. As someone who had a panic attack at work just the last season, who knows how many times it had happened off screen, I was hoping he would be more understanding and give her some guidance, but I know better because he doesn't know how to deal with his own shit. He doesn't know how to deal with his own shit, so I can't expect him to provide real guidance. Anyway, I was super hopeful that Jack would wake up from his nap because I think he's taking a nap somewhere since his shift is almost there. I was hoping he would come in and check Robby because he seems to be the only person that can put Robby in his place. And maybe Shark. But we'll talk about Shark, Dr. Park, in a second. Samira, I feel like this would be like a reason to leave the hospital. She's not getting guidance from her senior attending. He's treating everyone better than her, even though she's one of the best doctors they have up in there. And I can understand if she's feeling isolated, and honestly, I wouldn't blame her for wanting to leave the hospital. The fact that she didn't even ask him for a letter of recommendation when he's her direct supervisor says a lot. She's planning to ask Jack, which I feel like is a great idea. I feel like he'll be honest in his review, but I hope he'll talk her out of it and realize something else is going on with Robby and intervene and save everything. I'm putting a lot on Dr. Abbott. I need him to save everything and save everyone right now. And that probably isn't fair because he's going through his own stuff. But this is the only person I can trust. And maybe Dana. Maybe Dana could come talk some sense into Robby. Anyway, I want to pivot over to this new character they introduced. Dr. Park, the Shark. I'm just going to keep calling him the Shark here because I feel like that's such a great nickname. Soon as he walked into there, I don't know why, but I perked up. Like, I sat up. I was like, who is this? He was so intimidating. He made everyone silent as soon as he walked in. Even Robby and Dr. Garcia, who are like the, I think, most confident doctors in there and are always ready for a clapback. They both straightened up, buttoned up, and got out of this guy's way. The way he spoke to Whitaker, I'm sorry, I love Whitaker. He's like my little baby. I see people talk about him like he's a sick Victorian ghost because of how he looks. He just makes you want to cuddle him. I'm sorry, his interaction with Whitaker was so funny. I hope we get to see more of him. I think people have been saying that's how ortho surgeons are, like in real life. That's such an odd personality trait for all ortho surgeons, but I guess they have to be tough since they're literally having to break bones to fix them. Um, but I hope we see more of him. I've been seeing, and I need to stop with my fan fiction addiction. I've been seeing people ship the shark with Whitaker, with Emma, the new nurse. I've been seeing all of this, and you know what? I'm here for it, okay? I'm not shipping him with anyone just yet. I just want to see more of him on the screen. And I think people are saying this is like Lou Ferrigno's son, which the Nepo babies in this show are actually giving. I don't even want to call them Nepo babies because they actually have talent, okay? The Nepo baby term really applies to people who got their job and are not qualified and they kind of suck. But you can't apply this to most of the people, almost all the people who are Nepo babies in this show. They're all giving it their all and it's translating well. I mean, you see how many awards they're nominated for and have won. Anyway, let's pivot to Dr. Al-Hashimi. I've been meaning to talk about her for a while, but she's clearly going through a medical crisis.
Have reached the Pittsburgh Neuroscience Group. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up and dial 911.
She keeps like drifting off and going off into a fugue state, which I really wish she would not come do that there of all departments. Why did you come to the ED if you know you have some kind of problem that makes you just drift off like this? She came in clutch with this most recent episode, though. She taught them a new, I don't even know what to call it, a new maneuver for putting in a trach, I think. One she has not even done before. She read about it or did it in a sim lab, and this was her first time doing it live. She killed it. But what if she did go off into her little fugue state and this person's just bleeding out right here? Bad idea, sis. Bad idea. I hope we hear more about what the heck is going on with her in the next episode. And also, what's going on with this baby somebody just abandoned? Can somebody tell me what happened? Like, can we find some care for this baby? Now, Dr. Trinity Santos, I felt like was a misunderstood character from last season. People hate her because she's driven, she's cocky, but this is the same reason why they like a lot of the male doctors. However, one thing I will say I don't like about her is how she keeps going after Frank. She was right to report him for his drug abuse in the last season. I'm not taking that away from her. But her continued insubordination and disrespect in front of her colleagues and patients of him is inappropriate. He came back, he took accountability. If his boss let him come back, what are you doing? Like, and I'm glad Garcia called her out on it. I think she's just being petty at this point because Langdon, Frank, corrected her when she was doing the most last season. I think it was like her first day. Was it? I think it was her first day. And she was going nuts, doing things like a first year student. I can't remember what year she is, but she should not have been doing that stuff. She's not an official doctor, I don't think yet. Like, she's still a student doctor. So he was in his rights to correct her, and he was right in his assessment of her. So I feel like now she's just being extra petty. She needs to get it together, especially since I think something's gonna happen with her where she's gonna get in trouble again over her charts. So far, she got in trouble for using the AI, and the AI interpreted what she was dictating, and it could have put a patient in danger if the other doctor didn't catch it. I have a feeling her being behind on the rest of her charts is going to result in a serious problem. So she needs to be more aware of herself instead of focusing on other people. Honestly, I don't ship her and Garcia anymore. I feel like she's becoming very God, I don't know why I'm blanking. She's becoming very immature, and Garcia does not seem like she's the type of person to have patience for immaturity. But I still want to see more of her. I still love her character. She has these little pieces of her that poke out that show how much she really cares about people. Like when she's saying to that baby, beautiful voice. And then also taking in Whitaker when he was unhoused. I want to see more of her. I feel like we're still unearthing the hidden depths of her, and I want to hear more about her family because they teased some stuff in the last season about her and her background, and I want to hear more. Mel, I just love Mel and Langdon's relationship, even if it never becomes romantic, because I love a good platonic relationship. You can see that Langdon really learned from her. He's not just her mentor, he's learning from her too. Sorry, my dog is sneezing. Yeah, he's good. So Langdon is also learning from Mel because when her sister comes in for treatment and he has to take care of her, immediately he shuts off all the lights. He's making sure there's no sensory overload. He's bringing her several options. He's being more direct with his questions. And he promises her he's going to keep all her stuff, any information she gives him, confidential. Seeing his growth from last season to this season, you can say what you want about him, but he's always willing to learn and he takes good care of his patients. I just love him and Mel. Like, they're like such good friends, and I just love to see it. There's no hidden agenda, there's no romantic tension getting in the way. They're just true friends, mentor, mentee, learning and growing with each other. Love to see it. But I found it interesting, the storyline they've taken with Mel's sister. And I feel like I haven't seen something like this really explored in TV shows, how people with autism are sometimes infantilized. And she, I feel like, very much so explained that she is an adult. Yes, she may need help with certain things, but she is sexually active. And I think this took Mel by surprise because she's her sister's primary caretaker. She maybe never thought of her as an adult, you know, not as a shady thing to her, but to her, it's her sister that she has to take care of like she's a child. So it never occurred to her that this may be a situation she may have to navigate with her. I'm glad she was honest with her sister about it, and I'm glad that Langdon was willing to keep it a secret because she's not a child. She has a right to keep her medical information private as an adult. And it was something interesting that I'm glad they explored in the show. Anyway, this week I'm super excited what happens next. I don't know how many episodes we have left before we have to wait for season 3, but I need at least 5 more episodes out of this season. Let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.